My ambition is to make sure as partners within the world of health and social care particularly, that we work as one for the benefit of the residents. What I hope we'll be able to achieve is working as one. And at the moment, what I think our residents see is a lot of different agencies all working on the same problem. So if you are somebody receiving health and social care, you will have a number of different agencies that you work with, that you receive treatment from, you receive visits from. And what I'd like to see is a much more joined up approach. Two reasons for that. One, I believe the resident and the patient will have a much better and quicker experience in the sense of getting them to be better, so better health outcomes, better life outcomes. And secondly, we are all facing real difficulty around finances, and so to me it makes complete sense to be working much more collaboratively and cohesively in order to protect the public purse. So for me, it's about how we break down some of those barriers and the certain particular ways that, say, the health system work, and indeed how the social care system works. And I often use, as an example of somebody who's growing up in one of our more difficult parts of Swindon, about actually what are we all doing when we sit in meetings to affect change, positive change for that young person's life, to ensure that they are living a healthy, happy, fulfilled life. And so that connectivity back to the boardroom for me with our partners is pretty important, pretty fundamental. And I think as leaders, it's our duty to make sure we're creating that change. Well, but my sincere hope is that they can have access into health professionals when they need them, but equally that they've got access into community professionals, because not always do you need to see a doctor, and we've seen the prevalence of very poor mental health coming through, particularly from some of our young people. And again, I'm lay in this world, but it seems to me that many young folk particularly would benefit enormously, and older people who are still lonely, having been shut away in their homes for the last 2 years because of COVID, would benefit enormously from having a familiar face to talk to.